Have you been putting off your siding replacement? Are you concerned about protecting the exteriors of your home? The siding you choose is going to impact your home for the next 50 years. Today we're going to go over some of the major questions you're going to want to ask when replacing your siding. Hey, I'm Abraham with Pacific Exteriors. I've helped thousands of customers choose the right siding for their home. Here are the 5 questions you need to ask yourself when residing your home. What product should you side your home in? Some of the major products you're going to find is going to be cedar siding, such as this cedar shingle here. Also, there's vinyl siding. Comes in several different grades, from builder grade that goes on manufactured homes up to like a foam backing that does give some insulation. Also, you have fiber cement, like this Hardie here. Comes in several different options. And then there's, in certain areas, you will find more niche products such as stucco or metal siding. So for your standard 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home, if you're going to be residing in Hardie, you're looking somewhere at 40 to 60K. If you're residing in cedar, you're looking between 50 and 70K. And if you're looking at vinyl, you're looking between 30 and 50K, depending on the quality of vinyl that you're residing your home in. Climate's also going to play a role in what siding you choose. And what you'll see is, if you're in the Northwest, you'll see a lot of Hardie. Does great in a wet climate, also does great in cold. This is kind of your all-around siding, does great in hot, wet, or cold climates. Vinyl, not as popular as it once was. However, it still goes up a lot in the Midwest. Here in any hot climate, a lot of times this will melt. And then also in like rainy climates, it keeps the water out. Here in the Northwest, we also have a major issue with this melting as well. And if you go cedar, it's kind of an all-arounder, except if you're in a hot, dry climate, I would not recommend wood siding. It's just more flammable than other options. And then besides that, you do have stucco, which is good in the Southwest and also the Southeast, which is a popular option for those markets as well. Other questions you're going to want to ask is, what type of neighborhood do you live in? What type of siding do your neighbors have? Is it a historic neighborhood? Are all the homes in cedar shingle or tongue and groove cedar? Due to the bylaws of your neighborhood, you may have to stay with that. Do you have an HOA? Are you in a neighborhood that has vinyl? You need to check with them on some of your HOA restrictions. Another question you want to ask is maintenance and repairs of the product. So when dealing with cedar, you're looking at in general, a 30-year product, depending on weather conditions. It's going to be high maintenance if you want to stain. You want to make sure you're staining every 2 to 3 years at least. If you paint, you're good all the way through a paint cycle. And then also maintenance on this is pretty good as well, because you can replace single pieces. When you're dealing with Hardie, you have a 30+ year product as well. Low maintenance, just paint every 10 to 15 years. You can replace single pieces. And if you do vinyl, this is going to be your highest maintenance product. In general, you're not going to want to paint this product. And if it does melt or you do have issues with it, depending on where it is, you may have to replace the whole section. This is going to be your highest maintenance product. One of the reasons that the maintenance is tougher on the vinyl is they do clasp into each other and they constantly change the product. So you might have one that's 10 1/4 inch, but the new model might be 10 1/16, and then it may not be the same one. So if it is, you do have a warping in the middle, it may not fit together perfectly. So in general, a lot of times you will have to replace that whole section. How do you know you're choosing the right contractor? I can't tell you how many times we've had customers, they just try to go with the lowest price, and unfortunately, we're having to go back and redo their whole siding around the home. You want to make sure your contractor is licensed, bonded, insured. Also, they have workers' comp. Are they an exterior specialist? Do they specialize in siding? And then you also want to know, do they specialize in the type of siding you're going to go with? For example, if they do vinyl, how much vinyl have they done? Is it something they do a lot of? This takes a certain installation technique. Same with the Hardie. And then when you're dealing with Hardie, are they a Hardie preferred remodeler? Are they a Hardie elite preferred remodeler? Do your homework first before choosing your siding specialist. Be sure to ask yourself these questions before making a choice on your siding product. If you're wondering what the exact amount it is to reside your specific siding project, head over to our website to get a free estimate. All right, hit that like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.